Students do not have maybe enough information.
Great to see practical opportunities that boost learning.
The market looks at the student as a package. They do prefer a student that is maybe a C or a B student rather than a student who's an A student, because you can go beyond the book.
What makes AUST's faculties stand out from one another?
The AUST has international accreditation, so this is the game of the market nowadays. As an academic and as a father as well, I would say students are able to pay their own tuitions. This is the ultimate solution that we all dream about.
Hi again from our studio at American University of Science and Technology, AUST. We're here to answer all the big questions students and parents have about university life. We're joined by Dr. Aziz Barbar, who plays a key role in guiding students toward the right academic path. And stay tuned, because next week we will have more experts and instructors diving into fintech, cybersecurity, blockchain, cloud computing, and everything shaping the future of education and careers. But we are here today. We are focusing on what students really need before entering university, what they should know while studying, and how they can prepare for the job market after graduation. And we will talk about the right and the important role parents play in this journey. So let's welcome Dr. Aziz Barbar.
Good day, thank you, Jessy.
Dr. Aziz, you are the Dean of Students and Admission at AUST and the Dean of Research as well.
Yeah, that's true.
So when it comes to choosing a major, do you think parents should wait until their child's final year of school to start guiding them?
If I want to be talking about a classical approach, yes. However, practically that should not be the case. It is something that should be starting in all families, knowing our culture, since grade 10 at least, because this takes a lot of back and forth for the kid and for the parents to all together choose the right track for their kids. So it's something that should definitely start being discussed at home since grade 10, and definitely decisions to be taken at grade 11.
So it's great to see early career exploration in action.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is why we do organize at the AUST open doors for the students to explore themselves, and for the parents to also come with their kids whenever possible, to also get the right awareness to choose altogether the right path.
Okay, so doctor, what are the key factors that students should consider while choosing a major?
First thing they need to look at is the future. It's not just about what I like.
No.
It's also about what are the trends in the market. It's also about what are the different factors that are guiding the market, from technology to the dynamics of the market. So we need to look at all this, and also look at the student as a global citizen, and not really as a Lebanese student graduating to work just in Lebanon. So we need to look at what's happening locally in Lebanon. We need to look at what's happening at a global level, and then we offer to the student the major that will enable the student to graduate from AUST, for example, but then work all around the world, in Singapore, in Malaysia, and in Sydney, if possible.
I really appreciate how AUST stays true to the founder's vision by offering an affordable, high-quality American education, right?
Yeah, it is actually stated on our website. The founders of this institution had in mind an incredible and outstanding mission, which is first to allow students who do not afford or cannot afford studying at an expensive university to still enroll at a high quality place with a very affordable tuitions, without forgetting the financial aid that can also be taken into account. Second, American style university that believes in liberal arts, that believe in building personality, in building critical thinkers, and building the future leaders of the market. Three, in offering very new majors, majors that embed, for example, for the time being, the AI track or dimension in each and every single aspect that students are seeing. And at the same time, a university that can also help students find a job in the market.
Yes.
And finally, that offers courses all day long, including night courses. And this is in line with the previous point, which is to allow students to find a job and to pay for their higher education while studying.
So it's very flexible and focused on students.
It is all student-centered. Our focal point, as you said, Jessy, it is the student.
Yes.
We're building that person, we're building the future leader. They should be guiding us through our journey.
So what should students consider to make sure that the majors are aligned by their interests, career opportunities, and everything related to their group?
They, students do not have maybe enough information. Some of them they do, depending on their families, the context in which they live. However, what they need to look at, and this is what we do, as I said at the beginning, through the career exploration days or open doors that we organize at the AUST, or the orientation exercises that we do when we visit schools or forums, it is actually to shed the light on what's happening in the market, to shed the light on what's happening in education in general, to shed the light on how this global citizen that we are all working for, the student, can actually be moving between Lebanon, between AUST Lebanon and any other university with whom we have affiliation.
Yes.
It is as simple as moving from block to block. So we take all this into account and we make sure that all our academics and all our admin staff are all in line with this mission to be able to offer the best quality and the best context for the student.
And it's very important to balance fields like AI and new majors, global job opportunities, and entrepreneurship, right? It's crucial.
It is, and it's not easy to balance because, as you said, we need to take into account what's happening in the market, but also we're forming individuals. And to be frank with you and all the audience, it's an extremely important point to keep in mind that we're graduating a package. So the market looks at the student as a package, a good balance between the technical skills and the soft skills and interpersonal skills. That's why we do focus on what's happening in the market in terms of technologies and in terms of trends and in terms of content to be delivered in the classroom. But also we balance it through presentation skills, communication skills, leadership skills, conflict resolution skills, because we believe that this is what the market wants. They do prefer a student that is maybe a C or a B student with very good skills in terms of presentation and in terms of technical, a good package, rather than a student who's an A student who has weak performance when it comes to interpersonal and soft skills.
Based on your answer, many students consider studying abroad, while others prefer to stay in Lebanon. So how can they make the right decision and stay here?
It's not something bad to opt for studying abroad. However, as an academic and as a father as well, I would say if we can keep our children, our kids, the youth around us at the age of 18 until 21, 22, that's even better, because that would give them all the needed background to become, strong individuals, mature enough, who can take wise decisions, especially if your institution such as AUST has international accreditation. So if you can deliver the student with the same quality of teaching and the same standards and the same student experience, so why not starting here and then let the student go away for the master's degree or for the PhD degree overseas?
Yes, it's important to know that some Lebanese universities have international accreditation. So
this is the game of the market nowadays. You cannot say I'm the best, and then because you see yourself doing the best job or work or performance, you need to be assessed and accredited by international accreditation bodies, such as in our case the ABET, the IACBE, the GLP, and EVALAG, and we're working also on an ASAD, so an ASAD for design. These are the prominent accreditation bodies around the world. So when I say that my student is graduating in this program with such an accreditation, well-renowned accreditation body, this means that the student is benefiting from the same standard and student experience as another one studying in Ohio or in Singapore or in New Zealand.
It helps students to start locally studying, and after that they can go
Absolutely.
abroad.
Absolutely. Accepting them to join an international program that is also accredited by the same body will definitely be like a piece of cake for the student.
Yes. Given AUST's American identity, do you offer French language classes or a French section as part of the curriculum?
Actually, it's called American University
Yes.
of Science and Technology. However, it's worth mentioning that we do have, not only we offer as free electives French courses, however, we have a French section that offers all programs that we offer in the English section. They are also equally offered in the French section for those who are actually French educated and who prefer to get their higher education delivered to them in French.
So language classes, we know, are key to opening up more academic and job opportunities, right?
It's very important. The communication skills are very important, and everything pertaining to languages. So, for instance, at AUST, we do offer Chinese, Italian, Spanish, French, German languages, in addition, of course, to the English language. This is an extra for any student, yeah.
We're going to move now to the faculties. So what makes AUST's faculties stand out from one another?
I think the mission of the institution, which is to be more into global citizens and more into student-centered, being student-centered, helped in also making sure that faculty members and academics are actually working on real problems and real issues. So the applied research work that is being done at the UST, which is addressing real issues happening in Lebanon or real applied issues happening all over the world, is allowing faculty members to go into the classroom and to discuss with their students issues and solutions that they are researching or finding solutions for. They are not in the book. However, this is something very fresh that they are currently exploring and currently publishing.
Yes.
And the university is fully helping and supporting and sponsoring any kind of research work that is in this direction, whether for just faculty members at the USC or through collaborations that are happening between faculty members at the UST and others overseas.
So that shows each faculty's unique strength and how they add to a well-rounded learning experience. Right?
Yeah, of course. I mean, because you can go beyond the book. The book that is currently being used in any class, it is something that has been published at least 2 years ago. So when I talk about something that is currently being researched, that's a plus for the student because they will be talking about something to be explored in 2 years from now.
We've discussed before, Doctor, the opportunity of students to earn while they learn. So could you tell us more about that?
We have established at AUST a career service center. It's actually an office that is dedicated to finding jobs, full-time and part-time jobs, in addition to internships for all students at the UST. We have to also address the issue of tuitions at the UST. The tuitions at the UST are extremely affordable. This allows actually the student, and to give a certain benchmark, it's a bit more expensive than what you pay at the school level, at the high school level. So students are able to pay their own tuitions fully by finding a job. So we help them find a job. And what's nice about this story is that the progression and the evolvement, so the position that the students will be actually working for, as they progress, these positions will change. So they can start in a call center or let's say a waiter at a certain restaurant, and then they will move into a call center, and then they will move into something that is in line with what they are studying, and then they become a certain leader in a certain place, and this could help them in deciding to stay where they are currently, because actually they are at the right place.
So it's great to see practical opportunities that boost learning and get the students be ready to the real world, right?
This is a philosophy that we follow and a strategy that we follow at the USC. Each course that is considered a theoretical course is also a prerequisite for a lab course. So we give the lab, which is the practical side of any conceptual or a theoretical course that is being taught. This will help the student get enough foundation in the material, but also to practice it. And that's actually what the market wants. They need someone who's productive.
Okay, so the student has chosen a major, completed university, and now is stepping into the job market. From your perspective, how should the labor market evaluate the universities and the graduates they produce? From your perspective.
Yeah, I want to be very frank and
Yes.
tell you that the best key performance indicator for any place to say whether they succeed, especially in education and higher education particularly, is actually what are our graduates doing. The best case scenario is actually to secure a job for all graduates before they graduate. This is the ultimate solution that we all dream about, and this is where we are actually heading, and that's actually our daily concern. So we're working. We can currently declare that and announce that around 80% of our students are finding jobs upon graduating, and this is something very important. And we're targeting the 100% or close to 100%.
Okay, so what really matters to employers when hiring fresh graduates?
First, the attitude of the student rather than the aptitude only. So I need a student who's able to learn. I need a student who has high ethics. I need a student who can be also independent learner, self-learner, because I cannot always, mentor and be with that person. Employees in a company, they're usually very busy. So this side, in addition to a student with a good grading record. So that's why companies are asking for the transcript and they're asking for an interview, and sometimes they do conduct some exams or tests for the students. But again, it's a package. It is never like it used to be before, just the grades. It's a package. They need to see whether, again, that person is a C student because he or she was working and studying. That's why the performance was not wow. However, if they are given the chance to just focus on one thing, which is working, they may do extremely well. That's the kind of candidate that the market is seeking for.
Thank you, Dr. Barbar, for the great insights. And to all the students and parents listening, we hope this helped answer some of your questions. Stay tuned for next week with more insightful interviews.